Today, we are not only exploring the diverse flora and fauna in the mountains of Taiwan, we are also embarking on a journey through 500 years of Taiwan's history and culture. What we are seeing here is the only surviving stands of mixed phoebe, paper mulberry, and ficus forests. These forests owe their existence to the peculiar topography and ever-changing climate of southern Taiwan. Jin-shui Camp Historical Trail has a length of 47 kilometers, stretching from Bangliao, Pingdong County, and Dao, Taidong County, cutting through the southernmost tip of the Central Range of Taiwan. The trail was first built in 1882. Taking advantage of the geographical features, the old trail goes along with the long western and eastern ridges of Mount Da'an of the Central Range. The trail reaches its highest point at an altitude of only 1,430 meters. The slopes of the mountain ridges are far from steep, and the trail cuts through the mountains in an almost straight line, making it the shortest route between Bangliao in the west and Dao in the east. In earlier times, our fleet-footed ancestors could cover the journey in one day. Chinchwad Camp is located in an area that has the second highest rainfall in Taiwan. This is where summer and winter monsoon airstreams converge, with the rainy and damp weather prevailing throughout the year. Most of the times, the surrounding areas are shrouded in thick mist, and the slippery trail surface teems with leeches, hence the name Jin-shui, meaning water-soaked. In broader terms of Taiwan's geography, Mount Da'u, Mount Guzalin, and Mount Dahan make up the southern tip of the Central Range, while the area south of these mountains is part of the Hongchun Peninsula. The interaction between the northeasterly and southwesterly monsoon winds and the local geography has created the most significant flora and fauna in southern Taiwan. And right next to the western trailhead, along a side trail, is a nature reserve of Ammontotaxis. This plant, Ammontotaxis formosana, is unique to Taiwan. Its trunk can reach as high as 10 meters. But this majestic plant has a quite limited area of distribution, and its population is very small. It has been designated as a protected rare species by the Cultural Heritage Act, Habitats for Wildlife. Thanks to geographical peculiarities, the areas surrounding Jin-shui Camp are endowed with ecological richness. No less impressive is the many-storied history of Jin-shui Camp, whose establishment dates from 500 years ago. Imagine an earlier time when the Aborigines roamed these places, the Beinan, the Makatao, the Beinan, even the Shaoiren, who may have only existed in the legends. The old trail was originally used by these Aborigines to cross the Central Range. It was their tribal trail connecting the eastern and western parts of southern Taiwan. At that time, Jin-shui Camp was under the rule of the Beinan living in today's Beinan Township. Taidong County was then the most powerful ethnic group feared by other Aboriginal tribes throughout the eastern and southern parts of Taiwan. Before Jin-shui Camp Trail was built, the original trail was used by the tribute-paying tribes to the west transport their goods to the Beinan. After the Mudan tribe incident of 1874, the Qing government began to build roads in order to pacify the Aborigines. At the same time, the control of Jin-shui Camp Trail was passed from the Beinan King of the Qing army. Jin-shui Camp Trail continued to be in use in the 1940s as more advanced forms of transportation came into existence. The trail was less utilized, so the trail and the historical sites along it were gradually reverted to ruins and forgotten. Until 1992, that was when old trail experts Yang Nanjun and Lin Gusong led a group of students to explore the long disused trail. After 30 years, Jin-shui Camp Trail was rediscovered.
中英祠位置在枋寮的西边，光绪元年到3年，为了开山抚番，李光将军跟他的500名的迎兵啊，在这里，因为有台湾族交战阵亡的很多，为了侍奉这些阵亡将兵的灵位，特地啊盖了这所小庙。
Fangliao was originally the western trailhead of Jin-shui Camp Trail. It was the territory of Fangzhou tribe of the Makadao. But as early as 1694, there were already immigrants from Zhangzhou, Fujian, settling in the place. These Han Chinese had come to this area for the lumber. In 1829, the beleaguered Plains Aborigines of the west relocated to the east using Jin-shui Camp Trail.
滨东县枋寮乡水底寮的3层层啊卡，这个岭路头是咱的浸水营古道的前以前人讲这3条连古道的起点，这叫做岭路头。
At present, access to Jin-shui Camp Trail is usually through Xinkai Village, Shui Di Lao. The trail then goes up along the Dahan Woods Road.
这里是联络前山与后山的浸水营古道第一个营盘，叫做石头营。原来是有一个营官50名啊清兵啊驻扎在这里。那浸水营古道由此开始上林线，经过桂花门、立礼社，越过中央沙漠到大武去。
When Qing soldiers were stationed at Stone Camp, the commander, Zhang Qiguang, established a school for the Aborigines. He also erected a paper shrine, where paper, which had been written on, would be burned. This was a practice to show respect to learning and the written word. In 1882, General Zhou Dehua, with 1,500 men under his command, started to build a road from Stone Camp. Finished in 1884, the road had 9 military posts along the route, including Guihuamen Camp and Liu Yi Camp. There used to be 2 populous Paiwan tribes at Li Se. According to the census at the time, the population was as numerous as 1,000. After Taiwan was ceded to Japan, the Japanese police established a station at Li Se in 1905. Then in 1914, after a rebellion, the people of Li Se were removed to Cha-Cha Yadun and Guihuamen.
这里是大汉林道14.7公里的地方，海拔高度啊是1000公尺。那么浸水营古道从立礼社、规划门立礼社这样斜上来，刚好通过这里。那这里有一个叫六仪社营盘子，战后开辟的这条道路啊，不知道这里有一个清朝的营盘子。
这还叫营盘呢。他会，你知道这是营盘是什么？
营盘是清朝的名称啊。住在所是日据时代的名称啊。
这里是清代的浸水营营盘遗址，位于这个中央沙漠的东侧，海拔1280公尺，也可以说是清代浸水营古道的最高的位置的营盘。那么日治时代呢，也设立浸水营警官驻在所，也在这里。
Jin-shui Camp is located at the highest point of the old trail. A military camp was established here by the Qing government in 1882, and then a police station was put up by the Japanese in 1901. The place was attacked by the Paiwan many times. In the Jin-shui Camp incident of 1902, the policemen and their families were killed and the station burned to the ground. But the Japanese were unrelenting in their control of the Aborigines. In 1904, the police station was rebuilt. In the past, users of the old trail usually took a midpoint rest at Jin-shui Hill Camp before making the journey through Jin-shui or Jin-shui Camp, situated on level grounds. Jin-shui Hill Camp is the largest camp along the old trail.
吃水坡营盘的范围很大，这里是外墙，一直到山顶，这个很大的这个面积啊，通通都是有这个遗构，有叠石、砌石的这个营房的这个屋基啦，什么都有，围墙都有。那么这里呢是也曾经呢，在大正年代日本的设置警官驻在所，警官驻在所用这个原址。主要的地方啊在西侧，那么当时用到这个山顶这边，所以有一个坡道，这个坡道呢是专供炮车上下而通行的。
Jin-shui Camp was built in 1882. From 1905 through 1954, it was used by the Japanese as a police station. This police station had the longest duration of service.
我现在站在出水坡营盘子的最高点，有14个1公尺见方的围石，这个是里面呢本来有几何图形的小石块的堆置，那么全部啊散布在山头上，好像星辰一样。我曾经问过排湾族的长老，这是什么？他们说这是禁忌，所以到现在为止，我们不敢确定啊，这是什么用途。
History may be history, be it the high-handed rule of the Japanese or the perhaps more benign administration of the Qing. These are the human bygones, but still remain with us are this old tale and the splendid original forest. Indeed, even as Yang Nanjun was exploring the old trail, investigations on the biology and ecology of the areas along the old trail was carried out by biologists. After 1945, scholars have also used the old trail to study the biology in the mountain areas, and as of present, 756 plant species have been recorded in the area, including 59 rare species. Li Shengyu, a botanist, and others discovered that there were nearly 240 species ferns. The density of ferns there is regarded as highest in the Taiwan island. In fact, as soon as Taiwan became its colony, biologists from Japan had begun to record many rare plant species here, such as Lithocarpus donatifolius, Diplobichnum fraseri, and Cythea lahari. Even more significant was the discovery in 1932 of the unique Lithocarpus shinsenicus, and this plant has existed only at this place. According to studies by Li Shengyu, the number of mature individuals capable of reproduction has been decreasing continually. We have completed our journey from west to east, and now we are at the eastern head of the trail, Dao Township. The Guzluan suspension bridge at the eastern trailhead was built by the Japanese for crossing the Cha-Cha Yadun, but as the bridge has been destroyed by typhoons several times, only the frame has remained now.
这是日治时代所建的苦阿论吊桥。我们从大武出发，走上浸水古道，必定经过这里，因为这里有一个苦阿论住宅所，所以呢，叫做苦阿论吊桥。
Our journey through the historical trail is about to end, but the trail has kept a surprise for us until this moment. The surprise presents itself in the form of these splendid Danade butterflies, including Eulopa, Tuliogus coxinga. Each winter, these butterflies migrate from north to south of Taiwan, and they have chosen this location for overwintering, as if they wanted to meet us here. So, with that fine note, this feast of culture and nature may be brought to an end here at Dao Township. Over 500 years, this old trail has been used by so many different peoples. The Beinan, the Paiwan, the Dutch, the Plains Aborigines, the Han Chinese, the Japanese, and this old trail has been used for so many different purposes. To pay tribute, to trade mountain produce, to visit relatives, to explore the wild, to do research, to migrate, to sell cattle, to send mail, to do missionary work, to dispatch army, to assume an office, to make war, do battle, to police the mountains, to safeguard the areas, to hike in the surroundings, to train people in mountain skills. Whoever has been here and whatever has been done, Jin-shui Camp Trail will always be here to teach us a significant historical lesson.
Hãy subscribe cho kênh Ghiền Mì Gõ để không bỏ lỡ